Hare Krishna.你们怎么样？好吗？舒服？会呼吸？呼吸？外面的，在北京不能呼吸。这里空气很好，对不对？水，你们喜欢水？水也好啊，对不对？Srila Prabhupada, once he one of the first times Srila Prabhupada visit Paris. Where are you, Gurangi? One of the first time Srila Prabhupada visit Paris. The devotees brought him. One devotee brought him a bottle of mineral water from France, Evian. You know Evian, the bottle. Yeah. It's considered the best water in Europe. From the big mountains, the Alps, you know, the mountain. Very, very good water. And Prabhupada asked, what is this? And the devotee said, Prabhupada, this is the best water from France. Prabhupada said, no, give me tap water. This water is dead because it's been in a bottle for a long time. And in those days, Shamalil is there. In those days, but you are doing good. You are doing good. Maybe you continue. Shamalila just coach you. So, Prabhupada said, water kept in a bottle for a long period of time, or more than 2 weeks, is dead water. So you want water from the tap. In those days, in France, we could drink water from the tap. The water was clean. They have a rule that was no waste going into the rivers. It's forbidden. Very, very, very serious. They don't allow any waste, any dirty waters going into the rivers. So in China and so many places in the world, we drink water from bottles, right? Bottled water. That water is dead. Here the water is alive. Because it comes from the well, is filtered, and is immediately distributed to the devotees. So even if you are not very familiar with the taste, this water is much better. Very good water, yeah. So at home you can also think about getting a good filter. Now there are good filters for home. It's better water, yeah. So today so take advantage of the water, take advantage of the fresh air. And a very wonderful prasadam. And a very wonderful association. Very, very beautiful deities. For many years, we could not offer a decent service to these deities. For many years, we could not offer them a decent service. Shamalila, you sit next to her.
I can hear.
Huh?
I can hear.
From there, you cannot correct her if she missed something.
She's correct.
Huh?
She's correct.
She's correct.
So far. If I go into more intricate philosophical things, then she might not be able. Now it's just general talk. Like Nitai Sundar Gauranatha Raj, for many years we were serving them in apartments in Manila, moving from one apartment to another. I don't know how many times we move with them. 3 times? 4 times? Bharat Prabhu knows because he accompany all these. So waiting for a decent place for them, for a nice temple for them.
6, 7. 6. Yeah, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
6, 7.
Different places, apartments, rented apartments.
像你看苏德尔跟纳特尔是个对神像，他们之前在马尼拉的很多的公寓里面被转移了很多次，至少6、7次。
One thing, you have good memory. It's good for a translator, good memory. And the Alitai Gaur Hari, since they left Cebu, where they were? In craters?
No, they were put in Merville, in Merville subdivision.
Yeah, they were moving
Moved 2 times.
So they only moved one time?
One time in Merville.
So they were also in an apartment?
Yeah.
They were living in an apartment?
Yeah, one house and then one
Yeah.
building.
We took them out from Cebu, where they were installed, where they were presiding. We took them here.
Yeah.
像在你看格尔哈利这个神像也是被转移了2次，他们之前在塞布。
Cebu is in the south, you know.
塞布在这里的南边。
That's the place where they were. So, and for many, many years, we could not offer them a decent place to stay.
所以有很多年我们都没有办法给到他们一个很好的地方待着。
Certainly, the devotees were serving them very loving.
当然，奉献者们都很有爱的在服务他们。
But now we can offer them a very beautiful place.
但是现在我们就可以给他们一个非常美丽的地方。
Certainly, Krishna does not need a palace.
当然了，Krishna 也不需要一个王宫。
We can offer big buildings. It's not what he's most attracted to.
我们可以给他们很高的建筑，但是这也不是吸引他们。
He is attracted by the devotees' love.
他们被奉献者们的爱所吸引。
So it's nice to come here sometimes, right?
所以来这里，时常来这里是一个很好的经历，对吗？
You didn't go to Vraja. You didn't go to Vraja this year. You did not go to Vraja. You did not go to Vraja. I'm not talking to you. You didn't go to Vraja. You were supposed to go to Vraja, right? But you did not go to Vraja. Vrindavan.
我们今年没有去温达。
No, Vraja. Vraja means the whole area. Because Govardhan is included, yeah? Ah, okay. Vraja is like the district. You didn't go to Vraja, but you came to Vraja.
没有去那个没有去印度的但来到这里。
That is Vraja. So, and there is no difference.
没有区别。
Of course, in terms of how we see things with our material eyes, you may see differences.
但是我们通过物质的视域是能看，也许能看到区别。
But there is no difference.
但实际上是没有区别。
Wherever we serve the Lord with love and devotion, that place is Vraja.
只要我们在那里用奉爱侍奉着主，那里就是 Vraja。
There is an advantage about being here,
来这里有一个优势，
is that you don't have to confront the big crowd.
就是不用面对非常多的人群。
There's no need. And it's so special now. It's so crowded, so noisy, so dusty.
尤其是现在那边非常的拥挤，然后很吵闹，然后也有很多的灰尘。
Even if you go to Govardhan, okay, it's quiet. In the Govardhan retreat center is very quiet.
如果去到勾芬达那里是非常安静的，
But
那边的住所很安静。
But you don't have the big deities of Krishna Balarama temple.
但是那边没有很大的克什巴拉拉姆
It's not the same.
那是不一样的。
For the devotees who are more deep in their meditation, yes, Govardhan is a wonderful place, but for devotees who want to see beautiful things, certainly Vrindavan in our temple, Krishna Balaram Mandir, is much more attractive.
如果奉献者他们有很深的冥想的话 ，Govardhan 对于他们来说会是一个很好的地方。但是对于想要见更多美丽的事物的奉献者们来说，在 Vrindavan 的 Krishna Balaram 庙宇的神像，
The deities are so beautiful.
那里的神像非常非常美。
The programs, spiritual programs are very rich,
灵性的活动也非常丰富，
much more association.
有很多的联谊，更多的联谊。
So here you can have everything
所以在这里，所有都可以拥有，
without the big traffic,
没有拥堵的交通，
without the big noise.
没有吵闹的声音，
It's more quiet.
更安静。
It's the atmosphere of Vraja, quiet.
所以在 Vraja 就是这样非常宁静。
Yeah. So today is Sunday Love Feast.
今天是周日的
Sunday Love Feast.
爱心大餐，
How you say that? Sunday Love Feast.
爱心大餐。
Yeah. There is one every morning we recite the prayers of Lord Chaitanya, Shri Shikshastakam.
每天早上我们都会念诵主 Chaitanya 八训规。
Yeah. And out of those 8 prayers, one particular prayer is very fundamental for us.
在八训规当中，其中有一个是对我们来说非常基础重要的。
I believe you know which one is. I believe you know which one is.
是哪一条？
Maybe Gorangi does not know, but others know.
也许不让你不知道，但是其他人不知道。
Mama Jadao. Disan. Oh, yes, the third. Okay, the third prayer. Okay, together. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi saishnuna amanina manadena kirtanya sadahari. Now, you say the translation. Gorangi? Oh, you know. You know the translation of that one.
Like the grass.
Okay, say in Chinese.
像
Okay, you want to say in English, you can say.
humble like a grass.
Oh, okay. If you don't know exactly, give to Mama.
一个人该比一棵小草还有谦卑，比一棵大树还有宽容摒弃一切虚荣感，随时向别人致敬，这样才可不断的唱诵主的圣名。
In English? In English? You can say it? In English? Try. You don't remember? Forgot, huh? In English? Ramabhadra knows. More taller than the tree. And the first one? More humble than Ramabhadra?
Should be lower than the blade of grass.
More humble than the blade of grass, right? And more tolerant than the tree. And then always looking for respect and do not respect others.
Do not expect
Oh, the other side, okay. Don't expect any respect,
prestige.
but be always respectful to others. No, right? Amanina, mana, dena. So we're going to, I pick up put some notes. We're going to try to analyze this verse because we are approaching Gaura Purnima.
我们要尝试去我会尝试分析这些事情，因为我们马上要接近 Gaura Purnima。
And Gaura Purnima is the appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Gaura Purnima 是主 Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 的显现日，
Is the origin of Sunday Love Feast.
它是周日爱心大餐的来源。
Yes. Well, it was Sunday every day when he was here. It was a Sunday every day. When Lord Chaitanya was here, it was Sunday every day. Means what? Was a love feast every day.
所以每天都是爱心大餐。
So he taught us how to develop love for Krishna, spontaneous love for Krishna.
所以为了要给 Krishna 随机的爱。
So he taught us. Lord Chaitanya taught us.
主 Chaitanya 教导我们。
Yeah, my English is not Canadian, and it's so I understand you might have difficulty to understand me. So, yes, because he gave us the most important message to develop love for Krishna.
他教导我们去发展对 Krishna 爱的最重要的信息。
And this verse expressed the attitude, the feelings the devotees should manifest in their hearts in order to let love of Krishna manifest in their hearts.
这个世界告诉了我们怎么样去奉献者们应该要拥有什么样的态度去表达对于 Krishna 的爱。
Yes. Trinad api sunichena. Trinad api sunichena is the first line of the verse. That means more humble than a blade of grass.
意思是比一根草还要更谦卑。
What that means?
这是什么意思呢？
Why a blade of grass?
为什么要一根草？
What is the significance of a blade of grass?
一根草的重要性是什么呢？
It's a very important entity, right?
它也是一个非常重要的存在。
We walk outside and say, wow, is there a blade of grass here? Wow, such a blade of grass.
我们出去的时候，我们会看到，哦，这里就有一根草。
No, we don't pay any attention to the blade of grass.
但实际上不是这样的，我们完全不会。
We step on the blades of grass without even paying attention.
我们走过一堆一堆的草，但是从来不会有任何的注意。
We don't care if you are harming them. We don't care about that.
我们完全不会在意它们。
So the thing is that the blade of grass, when we step on it, does not complain.
重要性是，当我们踩到一根草上的时候，它不会抱怨。
We don't hear a blade of grass, hey, move your foot out, you are hurting me.
我们不会听到这根草说：“哦，把你的脚拿开，你伤到我。”
Maybe they are saying, we don't hear their language.
那也或许他们在说，只是我们没有听到而已。
But in general, their level of consciousness, they don't feel, right? Don't have that feeling of being hurt.
但是通常来说，他们的知觉层面，他们不会有这样的感受，不会被
So
伤到。
even though we are harming the blade of grass does not complain.
所以，即使我们在伤害这一根草，但是它不会抱怨。
And it's very humble. It just goes down when you step.
所以它是十分谦卑的。当我们踩到它们的时候，它们自然而然就搬下去了。
It's not proud.
它不骄傲。
That's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chose this example.
所以主Chaitanya Mahaprabhu选择了这个例子。
The blade of grass is insignificant. It has no pride.
这根草它们是不重要的，然后它们没有拥有骄傲。
And this is how we should feel.
这是我们应该所感受到的。
Free of pride.
没有任何骄傲。
Insignificant.
不重要的。
Oh, that's hard, right? That's hard. To feel insignificant is very hard.
那很困难，就是感受到自己是不重要的这件事情非常的困难嘛。
One time, Giriraj Maharaj, at that time Giriraj Prabhu was a brahmachari, he was walking with Srila Prabhupada.
当 Giriraj Maharaj 当他还是 brahmachari 的时候，
Yeah,
他跟Srila Prabhupada在一起散步。
So very honestly said to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, I feel so fallen. Very honestly, he said to Prabhupada, I feel so fallen.
非常坦诚地跟 Srila Prabhupada 说，他很堕落。
Prabhupada looked at him in the eyes, said, fallen?
Prabhupada 看着他的眼睛，问他说：“堕落？
No, you are insignificant.
你不是堕落，你只是不重要。
Because sometimes you may say, I'm very fallen, right?
但有的时候我们会说我们很堕落，对吧？
To be noticed that, see, such a humble devotee feels so fallen. To be noticed by others that we are very, 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 very humble, right?
被别人注意到这个注意到我们。
Okay, you move toward, yeah. You did your part, and you can become a good translator. Yes, I know that. Just, you know what to do? Pay attention to her. That's how we learn, yeah. And then you can also do, because you hear well and you have a good memory. Yeah, sometimes we may express or manifest attitude of humility, but it's not really genuine humility.
有时候我们可能展示出来，看上去很谦卑的样子，但不是真正的谦卑。
Real humility really is actually the strength of a devotee.
真正的谦卑实际上是奉献者的力量的展示。
Sometimes it's considered as a weakness, particularly for people who are not interested in spiritual life. They consider humility as a weakness. If you are humble, they take advantage of you because they think you are weak.
有时候谦卑会被认为是脆弱的展示，尤其是对灵性修习没有兴趣的人，你要展示出谦卑。
Means they can exploit you.
他们就会利用你，欺负你。
But actually humility is the greatest strength of a spiritualist.
但对于灵修者来说，最大的力量的展示是谦卑。
Srila Bhaktivinoda had one expression, he said, with all humility at my command.
圣巴提诺塔库在他的一首歌里面提到说，我用我所能够拥有的全部的谦卑。
So humility is a power, internal power of a devotee.
谦卑是一个奉献者内在力量的展示。
Because when we are humble, we are smashing our false ego.
因为谦卑意味着我们在粉碎我们的假我。
We are giving up the tendency or the attitude of being the enjoyer and the controller.
我们放下了做控制者、享受者的倾向。
Thinking that we are important.
认为自己很重要的倾向。
That's why Srila Prabhupada told Giriraj Prabhu, you are insignificant.
这就是为什么圣帕布帕特告诉 Giriraj Maharaj， 你只是微不足道。
How can you become humble?
怎么才能谦卑下来呢？
It's not just, I have to become humble. I am so proud I have to become humble. From tomorrow on, I will be very humble.
不是咬着牙、咬牙切齿、下定决心，从明天起我一定要谦卑。
Doesn't work. Or it may work for one day.
不是这样发狠心、下决心就做得到的，可能这样能坚持一天。
That pride by thinking that we can control many situations and control people and we think we are great, comes up to the surface.
骄傲的感受，这种控制欲总是会时不时冒出来，认为我们可以去控制这些
We cannot
情况，控制别人。
You cannot artificially become humble.
这谦卑是没有办法人为的、刻意的做出来的。
It begins exactly by realizing or experience that we are actually very insignificant.
谦卑始于一种觉悟，就是觉悟到我们是微不足道的。
Krishna is great and we are very, very tiny.
Krishna 很伟大，而我们是微不足道的。
Nature is so great. We are so insignificant compared with this material nature.
这个物质自然也很伟大，相比之下，我们真的是非常渺小。
More. Prabhupada said, a devotee is never puffed up.
圣帕布帕说，一个奉献者永远不会自我膨胀。
he always feel himself meek and humble.
总是感受到谦卑恭顺。
Sometimes we may do things that are nice and people glorifies us. Yeah?
有时候我们做一些事情做得很出色，
Can
得
happen.
到别人的荣耀，
Can happen many times.
经常会发生这样的事情的。
And how we should behave to not become proud by the devotees' glorification or appreciation or thinking that we are great, we can do so many wonderful things. How you do?
那怎么样在别人奉献者们荣耀我们、欣赏我们、感谢我们的时候，我们呢依然能保持谦卑、不骄傲呢？该怎么做呢？
How do you do, Bharata Prabhu? When people glorify you, start pointing out your qualities and what you are able to do. Boy, you do such a nice kirtans, How you going to do, or how you going to act to not become influenced by pride?
Whatever good qualities one possesses, whatever achievements, cannot be made possible without the mercy of Guru. So I feel it only made possible because my Guru Dev allowed me to have those qualities. Without the mercy of Guru, I wouldn't.
Yes. You took it?
那我们问一下 Bharata Prabhu， 当有奉献者荣耀你的某个品质，或者你做的某个出色的服务的时候，你怎么做才能够不被骄傲影响，依然保持谦卑呢？ Bharata Prabhu 说，无论我是拥有什么样的品质，奉献者荣耀了我的某个品质，还是荣耀我做过的事情，我自己要提醒自己，只是因为我的 Guru Dev 的仁慈允许我拥有了这些品质， 允许我能够做出一些服务。
It's all by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, right?
一切都是因为 Guru 和 Krishna。
But of course, it's easier to say like that.
当然，这个话说起来容易。
But really to feel within the heart,
如果是发自内心的有这样的感受体会，
all the time,
而且始终保持这样的心绪，
is something that we can practice.
这是需要练习的，
We can practice.
也是可以练
Really
的。
transfer whatever praise, glorification, appreciation come from others, immediately learn how to transfer to Guru, transfer to Krishna, immediately.
我们可以做这样一个练习，我们学习在每当听到任何的赞美之词、荣耀之词、别人的感恩之词的时候，迅速的把它转移，或者说把它转移给 Guru 和 Krishna。
It means we need to have knowledge, right? We need to know. We need to know. You have to have minimum knowledge to understand that everything is the grace of the Lord through Guru.
需要了解这个基本的知识，明白一切都是因为 Guru 和 Krishna 的仁慈。
But what about qualities that we already had in material life that we bring to Krishna consciousness and apply in Krishna consciousness? So it means already acquired qualities from before, and now we engage them in Krishna service.
可是有一些品质能力是我们在物质生活当中，在没有修习 Krishna 知觉的时候就已经具备的。但修习 Krishna 知觉之后，是把品质和能力用上。
Nita Sundago Natara Nitai Gaurari Ki Jai.
这些该怎么理解呢？
It's already acquired qualities, right, when we came in.
我们刚刚说，我们可以说这一切都是因为 Guru 和 Krishna 的仁慈我才具备的。可是明明有一些能力或者品质是我在 Krishna 知觉之前就已经具备了的。
When you got those qualities or those capacities, we are not under any guru, or you did not even know nothing about Krishna, right?
当有一些能力，你在有这些能力的时候，有这些品质的时候，你还不知道有 Krishna， 还没有认识灵性导师。
Okay, let's hear from Govinda Charan.
我们问一下。
Because he was very qualified, he was a smart guy, and he came to Krishna consciousness, and now he uses his qualifications, whatever he acquired before, he uses that in Krishna service. So how he deals when people praise him for something that he already had before he came to Krishna consciousness.
就比如 之后，他只是把这些品质和能力用上来服务 Krishna 了。那这个时候，如果奉献者赞美他的品质和能力，他该怎么样去理解？怎么来
？I was already great, right? I was already good at
就
it.
是会自然的觉得我本来就已经很优秀了。
For me, Prabhu, actually, the internal is, I think, whatever I have is, whether I know Krishna or not, is still coming from Krishna.
Mm.
So even before, and it's coming from, before it's coming from Krishna in the heart. Krishna
Got it?
himself.
Got it?
各位
Whatever I know now, what I never knew at that time, still came from Krishna, right?
国内是很好，不过他说我自己内在的想法，我的理解就是，不管我之前知不知道 Krishna， 就是即便是在我了解 Krishna 之前拥有的那些能力、具备的品质，也都是来自于 Krishna。虽然我当时并不认识 Krishna， 不知道 Krishna。
But now you know Krishna. Now you know about Krishna.
现在认识了 Krishna， 了解了 Krishna。
So now you can be more aware that it's all Krishna's blessings, right?
现在可以更觉察到这一切都是由于 Krishna 的祝福。
At that time, we were not aware.
我们当时还没有接触的时候，只是没有觉察到，不知道。
So at that time, you were proud,
当时可能会比较骄傲，
right?
Very much.
Very much.
非常骄傲。
What about now?
现在呢？
I hope not.
Much less.
Much less.
Much less. Okay, much less.
现在骄傲就少多了。
Yeah, because sometimes you are qualified in material life, right? And you join Krishna consciousness and you have opportunity to use our qualifications, we can become very proud, saying, anyway, I already have this. I didn't learn with the devotees.
有时候我们会有这样的倾向，就是在接触 Krishna 知觉之前，已经具备一些经验、技能、品质了，所以来到 Krishna 知觉之后，就自然把它用上了，我们就很容易变得骄傲，觉得这又不是我跟奉献者学的，我本来就有了。
Yet we should remember, whatever you acquire in life, either in spiritual life or in material life, is all by the kindness of Krishna.
所以我们始终得铭记，无论我们是在物质生活当中所具备的能力品质，还是在灵性生活当中获得的，这全都是由于 Krishna 的仁慈。
The difference between how we reacted before and how we reacted now, it's knowledge.
那现在的行为和之前的反应之所以会有差别，是因为我们现在有了知识。
In chapter 8, Krishna describe, I think, 13 items of knowledge. In chapter 8 of Bhagavad Gita, I think it's 4 or 5 verses together. I don't know if I have them here. Check, I think 8, 12 to 14, where Krishna describes the items of knowledge.
在国家通歌
You got it?
第8章
It's 3 or 4 verses together. I don't have the quote here.
13.
13, huh?
8 to 12
Or 13 chapter?
13 chapters.
8 to 12, right? 8 to 12, okay. 13 chapter, 8 to 12. Read. Okay, read Govinda Charan, read the verses.
The translation.
Yeah, translation.
Humility, pridelessness, non-violence, tolerance.
Okay, stop there. Okay, just read this much.
就是
There are about 13 qualities of a person who has knowledge.
国家通歌第13章的8到12世节描述了一系列的品质，大概有3个品质，就是一个真正的具备知识的人的品质。前几项是这么说的：谦卑、无傲、非暴力、容忍、简朴。
You see, the first two, humility and pridelessness, they are practically the same, right?
这2个说的是谦卑、无傲，这2个差不多
Means
一
they
样。
are stressing humility, and then to make it very clear means free from pride.
谦 骄傲，实际上是一回事。重复2次是在强调。
And then tolerance.
然后提到容忍。
And this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned as the second item, more tolerant than the tree.
主持人马哈巴布在八训规第3条当中提到的第2个品质。
Tolerant.
比大树
Also a very difficult quality to develop.
容忍也是一个很难培养的品质。
Sometimes we tolerate
有时候我们是能忍，
because we don't have any other option.
因为也没别的办法。
Not because voluntarily we tolerate, it's just because we are forced.
我们通常容忍不是因为我们自愿选择了容忍，而是被迫容忍，因为没有别的办法了。
Means we tolerate against our will.
也就是说，违背自己的意愿
But
容忍。
here it means voluntary tolerance.
这里提到的容忍是指的是自愿选择容忍。
So many, we may experience so many problems in life.
可能我们在生活当中会经历很多的麻烦问题，
Like diseases,
疾病，
we have bad experience with others,
或者跟其他人相处当中不愉悦的经
we
历，
may mistreat us or insult us,
或者别人虐待了我们，或者是侮辱了我们，
others who try to exploit us.
欺负、剥削我们、利用了我们，
So many things that makes us feel disturbed.
有很多事情会让我们感到很受打扰。
Yet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling us to be tolerant.
可是禅定马哈帕布告诉我们要容忍，
Not just sometimes,
不是有时候容忍一下，
all the time.
始终要容忍。
Even when it's terrible things happening to us.
就算是发生了很糟糕的事情，
Very difficult.
特别艰难的处境，
Again, we cannot pretend,
这些情况下我们是装不出来的。
right? Has to be from the heart. Again, we have to have knowledge.
这些品质是装不出来的，得发自内心，那得真实的表现出这些品质。
So what
有知识。
should be our attitude when things go wrong with us?
那我们身上出现了一些问题的时候，遇到一些问题的时候，该怀有什么样的态度呢？
Either created by our bodies or created by others, other living entities, or even sometimes even family members, what should be our reaction?
那这些麻烦也许是来自于我们自身，也许来自于其他生物体，包括我们的家人。那我们该是怎么样的反应呢？
What happens if others insult us?
如果别人侮辱了我们，怎么办？
People who are very close to us.
明明是很亲近的人，却羞辱、侮辱了我们，
How can we tolerate?
这个怎么忍得下来？
If it's a person we don't know much,
如果我们不太认识、不熟的人，
we just may walk away,
我
right?
们可能也就走开了。
But when it's very dear and near to us,
如果是非常亲近、亲密的人，
how can we tolerate?
我们怎么能够做到容忍呢？
Lalita, how can you tolerate? You are so tolerant. It's true. You are very tolerant. But how you do that? Can you teach us?
你是怎么做到那么容忍的？能不能教教我们？
I don't know.
You're just naturally tolerant.
那么你不知道，它其实天然的、自然的，就是一种
What should be the understanding in order to tolerate?
那我们该怎么理解这个情况，才能够做到容忍呢？
Yes. Navadvip.
Me personally?
Yeah, Navadvip. Prabhu.
I just think everyone will tolerate me.
Everybody tolerates. That's a good one.
我觉得是每个人都在容忍我，
So why not tolerate them, right?
所以我为什么就不能容忍别人呢？
That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
这个非常好，非常妙，我倒没想到。
Siddham Prabhu, what do you think?
I would think that everything is not really, we don't have the It's Krishna who's controlling everything. So you need to tolerate.
Yes. If everything is Krishna's control, if it's happened to me, there is a reason, right? Yeah, rather not. Let her translate that.
是当他不说，那我会理解，那这一切都是在 Krishna 控制之下的，没有什么就是一切的发生都是有一个理由的，所以我们就接纳容忍。
Two
Yes.
things, Prabhu. I think.
You are very tolerant.
But two things that help me is that number one, it's temporary.
It's temporary. First one is
那
temporary.
不说我想到有两点可以帮助我容忍，第一个就是了解这一切境况都是短暂的。
For me, the main thing is I deserve more of those insults.
Oh.
Because Krishna is so kind to me, he's just listening.
而且我会提醒自己，实际上可能我本来应该承受更糟糕的处境，只是因为 Krishna 的仁慈，我才象征性的承受了那么一点点。
So if you disturb Radhanath Prabhu and he does not say anything, you can disturb even more because he thinks it's okay, he's expecting more.
生气，那说明这个还强度不够，你可以再给他一些更多的打扰。
Nothing comes to us by chance, right?
没有什么发生在我们身上的事情是偶然的。
We are not victims of others.
我们不是任何人的受害者。
We are not victims of nature.
我们也不是大自然的受害者。
We are victims of our own past misdeeds.
我们是自己过往恶行的受害者。
So whatever happens to us, whatever happens
我们身上发生了什么？
is deserving. We deserve.
我们应得的。
Like Radhanath Prabhu said, I deserve much more, but Krishna is so kind, he gave me only a little bit.
就像Prabhu说的，我本来应该承受更大的痛苦的，但 Krishna 只给了我一点点。
Is to teach us, the ABC, to teach from the beginning how to be a little tolerant, so it does not allow you to get too much pressure.
所以 Krishna 就通过这一点点的象征性的一些麻烦痛苦，让我们去学习容忍。
And see the example Lord Chaitanya gave of tolerance. A tree.
我们看，在这个世界当中，主禅念玛哈帕布说容忍的这个品质的时候用的例子，他说要像大树，比大树还要容忍宽容。
A tree is really a very tolerant creature.
大树真的是非常容忍的一种生物。
Look here in Vraja. These trees, they suffer scorching heat.
我们看在 Vraja， 在烈日炎炎的时候，
Sometimes terrible typhoons.
甚至在巨大的台风袭来的时候。
Sometimes Krishna Chaitanya, decides that he has to make a free place to build a building and cuts them down.
有时候可能是在山上跑步，觉得要建一个新的建筑，需要一片空地，他可能就把这part 的树全都砍掉了。
We don't have dogs here, right? We don't have dogs. Dogs, they use the trees as their toilets.
有时候不知道咱们这里有没有狗，狗的话甚至把树把树当做它的厕所。
In the parks, sometimes couples, they go and carve in a tree two hearts, I love you too.
有时候在公园里面，我们看到情侣会在树上刻下“我爱你”画两个心。
People cut branches of a tree without even thinking that they're harming a living entity.
有时候人们在砍树枝的时候，都完全没有意识到他们在伤害另外一个生物体。
So they suffer so many disturbances.
树木在这个世间要承受巨大的骚扰和痛苦。
But it stands there, always,
依然在那里挺立着。
always ready to serve us.
始终随时在准备着服务我们。
Either with shadow,
无论是通过给我们提供庇荫处，
maybe flowers,
提供鲜花，
maybe fruits,
水果，
and eventually to offer its body.
最终他甚至会把自己的整个躯干都献出来。
Very good example of tolerance.
这是极好的关于宽容、容忍的例子。
But very interesting, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not saying to become as humble as a blade of grass or as humble, as tolerant as a tree.
那有一点很有意思，陈亚哈巴布在这个世界当中并没有说像小草一样谦卑，像大树一样宽容。
How does he say?
他确切的那个表达是这么说的。
More humble than the blade of grass, more tolerant.
大树更宽容。
Yes, more.
他讲的是要更。
Now comes the, okay, if these two things are already tough to develop,
这两个品质已经很难培养了。
now the last two,
还有最后两个品质，
those are the toughest.
这两个就更难了。
Okay, offer respect to others.
向别人致敬，
That can be done, huh?
这个是能做到的，对吧？
We don't need really to, really make big forcing ourselves. We can actually respect others.
我们也不用刻意的去强迫自己，就能够做到去尊重别人。
But to not expect any respect from others,
可是不期待别人的尊重，这一条怎么做到呢？
like this morning,
就像今天早上，
Sridham Prabhu make the announcements.
是当跑步他宣布了一个事情。
So welcome the Chinese devotees just arrived yesterday.
他说欢迎昨天刚刚到的中国奉献者。
And in my corner say, why does not mention me?
我就在那里说，他怎么没说欢迎我？
And welcome Krishna Baladeva back to, of course.
他为什么不说欢迎Krishna Baladeva Prabhu？
Of course, I belong to the walls. I belong to the walls here, so it's okay. I'm part. I feel part of the community, so I really don't.
Correction. Because you were thinking you were always here.
Yeah, it's true. I know. No. I don't feel. I just said, oh, he didn't mention. Okay, but it's good. And I remember Trinada Pisunechana verse.
Tolerating us.
Huh?
You're tolerating us.
But as to say that even though we know that we should not expect respect, in a moment something can click. You say, oh, come on, you didn't notice me.
我倒不是心里感觉很舒服，只是当被没有提我名字的时候，我是知道的。哎，怎么没提我？
Hey, what about?
这个知识我们是知道的，可是事情发生的那个瞬间，我们依然会感觉到怎么没注意到我，没尊重我。
Yeah, it's can be very subtle, but can really very, very deep. We may feel very affected.
这个可能很微妙、很轻微，但却是根深蒂固的。我们也深受这种渴望被尊重的需求的影响。
Okay, these are dealings amongst devotees. No, we are friends from so many years. I mean, it's okay. But imagine if somebody really disrespect you.
这刚刚我们提到的例子是奉献者之间的交流上的事情，毕竟我们也认识很多年了，不是什么大事儿。但我们想想看，如果一个人真的很不尊重你的话，
Disrespect you in front of others.
并且在众人面前让你感到很不
Rasarani, you are such a nonsense.
有人就当众说 Rasarani 真是个叫什么？
You came alone. You did not bring anybody from Tianjin.
他一个人就来了，不带天津别的奉献者，
You are so selfish.
太自私了。
You know, of course, she will, because we are friends, right? Okay, she is joking, Ashu is joking, right?
当然，我们是朋友，他会理解啊，是
But
在开玩笑。
if a serious insult or lack of respect, we feel offended, internally at least. We not say anything. We even may say, it's okay. But inside we are hurt. Huh?
如
We are
果是
hurt.
有人严肃的当众就羞辱你、侮辱你或者责备你的话，你可能表面上会说没事，但心里面其实感觉很受伤害。
So to develop these qualities are not easy.
所以培养起这4个品质是很不容易的，
Yet we should develop them.
但却真的应该培养。
Otherwise our taste for the holy name does not arise.
不然的话是没法获得对圣名的品味的。
Otherwise you still become affected by we still chant in nama aparada with offenses.
不然的话，我们依然会处在 nama aparada 冒犯你唱诵圣名的阶段。
We remain affected by pride,
我们依然会受到骄傲的影响，
and we expect honor from others.
而且期待别人的荣耀，还有尊重。
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta and Srila Prabhupada also repeated, they said, we should wear this verse, where? Navadvip Prabhu, before you go?
Around the neck.
Around the neck, like a necklace.
圣巴提西登的萨拉斯维蒂塔库尔，包括圣巴帕也重复过这句话，说主的八训规第3条这个事情呢，我们要像项链一样把它戴到我们的脖子上。
For those who like tattoos, you can tattoo the Trinada Pisanichana around your neck. I saw one devotee with that. I don't know if it was in the Philippines or elsewhere. He had the Trinada Pisanichana carved in his neck. That's a good tattoo. That's a good tattoo. And somebody asked, in Sanskrit, somebody asked, what is this? And you can say Trinada. You can repeat the verse.
范文来文，有人问起来的时候说这是什么呀？你就可以把这个世界背出来了。
So, yes, because something to wear at our neck means it's very close to us.
我们能够当项链来戴的东西，一定是我们觉得很珍贵、很亲近的东西。
So these are the qualification that we need, qualities that you need to develop in order to become attached to the holy name.
我们要想培养起对圣名的依附，这4个品质就是必不可少的。
How often should we chant the holy names?
我们唱诵圣名的频率应该是怎样的？多久唱念诵一次？
How often we should chant the
多
holy
久
name?
念诵唱诵一次？
How often? 2 hours, 3 hours?
一天2-3个小时。
Lilamai, she said something.
24 hours.
24 hours. That's how we should be chanting the holy name.
每天
24 hours. Means all day long.
也就是整天都在念诵。
This is the frequency of chanting, means always chanting the holy names.
这就是我们唱诵圣名应该有的频率，也就是持续不断的。
Kirtaniya sada hari. Always chanting the holy names. So these qualities, humility, tolerance, offer respect to others, do not expect any respect from others. These are the qualifications for Kirtaniya sada hari.
怎么样才能有资格做到kirtaniya sada hari 恒常不断的唱诵？就需要具备这4个品质：谦卑、容忍、尊重他人，又不求尊重。
Without Kirtaniya sada hari, no prema comes.
没有 kirtaniya sada hari， 没有恒常不断的唱诵的话，也不可能有 prema 对 Krishna 纯粹的爱。
Because chanting the holy names is the process to attain prema.
我们唱诵圣名，就是通过这个程序来获得对 Krishna 纯粹的爱。
When you become really, genuinely attached to chant the holy names always, then means we have prema.
当我们真的非常依附唱诵圣名的时候，说明我们已经培养了。
So these are not little qualities, these are the qualities that open the door to prema, to pure love of Krishna.
这几个品质可不是微不足道的小品质，都是非常关键的，帮助我们打开 prema 对 Krishna 纯粹之爱的大门。
So that's why
必不可少的4个品质。
that's why this verse is so important for us.
所以说，主八训规第3条对我们来说是很重要的一个事节，
Particularly for us who are aspiring devotees.
尤其是对 望成为奉献者的我们来说。
So let's remember always this verse.
所以我们就始终铭记这个事节吧。
Not just mumbling or reciting, but really think about these qualities that we need, certainly we need to develop.
不只是嘴上过一遍念过去了，而是始终要冥想这个事节。
And the only thing we need to do is to be conscious of the importance of developing these qualities.
更重要的，首先是我们要意识到培养这几项品质的重要性。
And then gradually, by Krishna's mercy, Guru's mercy, eventually these qualities manifest in our hearts.
逐渐的，借着乌鲁和 Krishna 的仁慈，这些品质就会展示在我们的内心。
If we practice what they tell us.
如果我们按照他们教导的方式来践行、来练习的话。
Thank you.
感谢大家。
Thank you, Gaurangi, for trying. You can be a good translator eventually. Yeah. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your tolerance. And don't respect me. Don't offer me any honor. Okay?
Prabhu.
Oh.
We did welcome you, Prabhu.
Huh?
I sent a message to the group chat. Oh, please go to the main gate. We will welcome you.
Yeah. And yeah, I saw that. I saw that. And then I wrote back. I said, I wrote a message. I don't know. I wrote a message on the VAV devotees. I said, no, don't wait for me because we decided to go to São Paulo to do some shopping. Because I wanted the devotees just to go take a nap. So when you arrive, nobody. Just try to cultivate amani nama nadina. Just try. Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, no question, no comment. I think it's about Artik. We're going to be Artik. Now it is waiting. Nitai Sundara Gauranath Raj Dayal Nitai Tamadai Woman. Srila Prabhupada ki. Oh, don't say anything.
Grace Krishna Baladeva Prabhu ki.